Hello! What's up, everybody? How's it going? Thank you for joining today. I just realized that it's a little bit dark in here, huh? And not because I'm wearing sunglasses. Anyways, let's take these things off here. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. As we have been doing lately, we are doing another indie games showcase, and today we are playing the game called the Painscreek Killings. So you essentially play as a journalist who has been sent by their editor to pretty much go and find out what happened to this town. So apparently, there's just a bunch of disappearances in this town. Everyone went missing, and so it is up to us to find out what is going on. So I did start this up just before coming on here. It has been a little bit of a busy day. Water break. So it's been a very busy day. Just got out of some meetings with the Redwater squad. And one of the reasons that I'm actually playing this game today is because Redwater, I guess, I'm trying to think of what I'll say here. But Redwater incorporates a lot of like investigative mystery into the game. The water bottle is gigantic. Yes, it's because I sit here all day, never move, and so I need a gigantic water bottle. But yeah, so there is a lot of investigative mystery, thriller stuff that goes on in our game Redwater. So I kind of wanted to dive into the Painscreek Killings, which is a game that, like I said, you play as a journalist. You have to investigate the killings or like disappearances that have been going on. It was developed and published by a studio called EQ Studios. From what I saw, I believe that this was their first game. So on the actual Steam store, very positive reviews. So I'm really excited to dive into this and kind of see what it's all about. It's very, very heavy into like obviously puzzles, the investigative stuff. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. So the first thing that I will say is that I really, really like the music right off the bat. It does seem like some of the video that they took of this was definitely not not meant to be scaled up, at least from what I'm seeing, because I'm running the game in like 1440 or like 2K right now, and it looks very pixelated. But that, I don't know if that's, what they're going for or not. But anyways, let's dive in. So I am going to probably need your guys' help just to help me keep track of some of the clues and stuff. So apparently this game, what they recommend is that you keep a notepad with you while you're playing this game. I don't think it really has a dedicated section that compiles your clues for you, which is honestly pretty unique, because a lot of games, especially with games like this, they do that. So kind of not giving the player that crutch to lean on, I think, is really, really interesting. More games have started actually kind of doing that. One of the big ones recently was Blueprints, which is, I probably won't play it on here just because it's such a massive game at this point, that doing a indie showcase on my channel would would be pointless. But if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, definitely go and check out Blueprints. Anyways, let's get into this. This game seeks to emulate to a certain degree the experience of investigating a murder case. You will need to search each location carefully, find clues to proceed, and use your observation and deduction skills to uncover the hidden secrets. We recommend writing your own notes and or taking advantage of the in-game camera. The game auto-saves whenever you enter a location. Should you encounter a bug or problem while playing, such as being stuck behind furniture or getting pushed out of the game world, simply use the reload button in the menu to transport you back to the entrance of the location. Your game will continue from there. You will retain everything you found until that point.
Hey, Janet. So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans.
Missed.
Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved? The one at Painscreek where the ex-mayor's wife was killed? Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case. So, see what you can find. Hopefully it'll be something worth publishing. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Okay, so our first note here. So I'm playing Myst. I've actually never played Myst. I have to actually look at that. I think that I recently saw Myst come up, but I've never actually played Myst. Okay, so first, I guess we can look at this as the first piece of evidence here. The Hartford Times, 212 Greenwood Street. And like I said, I'm gonna need you guys' help to keep track of some of these clues for me. I do not have a notebook on me. So that's where it's going to be great to be live streaming. So hopefully you guys can help me solve this mystery. August 3rd, 1999. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of a former mayor, was murdered and dragged to the front of her own home. The case was never solved, and the killer never found. It was rumored that a private investigator was in Painscreek sometime later, but there's nothing more on that. Okay, so he might have a trail for us to follow. Last week, we received news that large swaths of Painscreek County will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit this story and attempt to find out the following. Number 1. Who killed Vivian Roberts? Number 2, what was the motive? And number 3, what was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Don't forget to bring the camera. Signed, Richard Harris, our editor-in-chief. Okay. So, population 0. So I guess that's kind of the interesting part, is apparently everyone in Painscreek just, like, disappeared. Do you want to leave Painscreek now? The game will proceed to the ending. Yes. That's kind of crazy. You can just end the game, like, instantly. So this is like a walking sim as well. Oh, we can also leave Painscreek with our car. I wanted to make sure that there was, like, no camera in there. Okay, so population 0. Does it give me controls for the camera? Flashlight L. Camera C. Ah. Zoom in. Ooh. I feel like that's a pretty good picture to have right there. The entrance to Painscreek. Just taking pictures left and right. I don't think there's really a Oh, and P is how you actually look at your pictures. Okay. What's up, Nick? How's it going? 1 Black Pine Road. Cemetery gate padlock. 11:31. Remember that, chat. 11:31. I mean, I guess you don't have to remember it because I just took a picture of it. Nick, I'm gonna need your help when it comes to solving the Painscreek Killings. Okay. Okay, so this is the sheriff's office. Is that the light I just turned on? Oh no, that's a different light. Okay. So yeah, so this game is essentially a walking sim, but so there's not like combat or anything like that. Some light switches don't work. Find another way to see better in the dark. Oh, they did say flashlight, but that must be something that you can grab later or something. Huh. According to what I read, this game is around 8 hours long. So if we do really like this game, and we get quite a bit of, engagement and everything from it, this is something that you guys want to see a lot of. 13 Dead End Drive, yeah. If this is something that you guys want to see a lot of, we could potentially do a part 2, and we might be able to actually finish it up. Rotate item, zoom in. The story of Tonti. Okay. There's a shit ton of books there. County Sheriff's Department, 44 Hampshire Road, Sun City. NL. What's NL? Work relocation. Dear Sheriff James Howard, due to the decreasing population of Painscreek over the recent years, we have decided to delegate manpower elsewhere. This letter is to inform you that you have been reassigned to Grand County starting May 14th, 1998. Please report to our office before May 12th, 1998. So, the sheriff apparently was reassigned. I don't know if that has anything. Oh, apparently they do keep a journal. Oh, nice. We'll be able to reference this. Okay, at least they do something like that. We'll be able to reference those notes later on. Oh, no, this isn't the note that we read outside, right? Cemetery gate. No. That's for the cemetery gate. We need the file cabinet.
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Ann's courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Eric, she said, all right, if I need to help, I need to shut down Valhalla. I mean, don't need to help, but the more eyes and the more people we can have on this, I think we'll be able to figure out who killed Roger Rabbit. Now let's turn these lights on in here. Dang. A lot of duct tape. Painscreek. I wonder if I get to keep this map. Okay, so right now we're at the sheriff's outpost. Hunting grounds. Oh, here's the cemetery. So that's where we'll be able to unlock that padlock there. Oh, nice. So we actually have the map then. Hey, the flashlights. Nice, okay. Well, we have that now. Valhalla is shut down. I've speared enough people for the day. Is that what the main weapon that you use is, the spear? Moon Cafe, 35 Black Pine Road, Painscreek. What is NL? Am I dumb? What's NL? Unless I'm just drawing a major blank right now. Come check out our selection of these exquisite recipes to taste. Is that spelled right? Our lattes are known as the best in the county. Come and have a chat with our friendly baristas. Lunch and dinner only $9.99. Partnership with Ann's Courtyard Inn and Suites. If you show our baristas your receipt or room tag, you will receive a free cup of our signature moon latte. Oh, that sounds good right now, a latte. So, missing. Painscreek PD, County of NL. Name, Joshua S. Taylor. November 3rd, 1989. Date of birth, January 23rd, 1976. Age 13. Male, biracial. Hair red, eyes brown. 5 foot. Weight 80 pounds. Last seen on the playground. Last seen 4 Pebble Lane. 4 Pebble Lane. Across the river on the playground. He was wearing his favorite blue jacket. He has a scar below his left eye. I'm taking a picture of that. Vivian Roberts, successful businesswoman and wife of ex-mayor, found dead in front of her home. Third death to strike Painscreek in less than a year. Vivian Roberts, the wife of ex-mayor Charles Roberts, was found dead in front of her home at 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek. At 7:15 a.m., Mary Martinez, a maid currently working at the mansion, was retrieving the morning paper when she saw Vivian's body. She immediately called 911. Painscreek Sheriff James Howard arrived shortly, and the victim was pronounced dead. I couldn't see the period because of the poop mark on there. The time of death was estimated to be between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. The body is currently at the coroner's office waiting for an autopsy. People of Painscreek have started grieving for her. Candles and flowers were being placed at the gates in front of her home where she was found. Vivian was indeed a person whom many respected and adored. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family, and her love for the people of Painscreek are unsurpassed. She will be missed. So that gives me... This kind of gives me a time frame. So, one of my objectives... New London County in Connecticut. Not noticing the NL. So NL is New London County. Okay. Connecticut. So this actually, just this news article kind of gives me a good amount of information that I didn't have before. So her home, where her home is at, 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek. And she was found at 7:15 a.m. by Mary Martinez, who is their maid. The time of death was estimated between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. Does this give me... What date? Do we have a date here? There's no date on this news article. Oh, that was all recorded in... Okay, perfect. So I don't even need to remember that then. Or take a picture of it at least. There's another news article. Scott Brooks. Which tracks with the forest around you, maybe? I could see it. Connecticut. Scott Brooks, Painscreek Trinity Church pastor's son, suspected for killing Vivian Roberts. Witness reported seeing suspect fleeing from murder scene last night. Police apprehended Scott Brooks yesterday afternoon. He was residing at the Roberts hunting cabin by the trailhead. So we saw where the hunt... Oh, I can't pull up the map right now. According to a witness who at this time has wished to remain anonymous, he was coming home late on July 19th at around 11:50 when he saw Scott walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion. So July 19th is when the murder occurred. Or July 20th. Walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion, heading down Silver Lake. Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think it unusual until a few days later when he came across the newspaper article on Vivian Roberts' murder. Feeling uneasy about the whole situation, he called the police. Shortly after the call was made, the police arrived at Scott's cabin and questioned him about his whereabouts the night Vivian died. Scott said he did not meet her that night, but said he had nothing to do with her death. Scott was later brought down to the station for further questioning. So he was just a suspect there. Is that blood on the paper that I'm reading? Right here? That's what I was wondering. I don't know if it's blood. It kind of looks like poop. But I guess blood and poop almost look the same, depending on context. Ah, it's locked. Okay. Search for the keyhole or lock. Okay, well that doesn't help me. Okay, so I think that we've gotten everything that we can out of here, at least from what I've seen. Unless he has something in the microwave. So I think that was actually the sheriff's office right there. Gigantic log he left in the toilet. We need to investigate this. Okay. It's locked. I'm guessing blood over poop. You never know. Assumptions kill in an investigation. I learned that from Jack Reacher. All right. Quick water break here. So we cannot leave out that the sheriff indeed did have poop on his hands when he was reading that newspaper. Okay, so we head into town. So they said that he was running towards the hunting grounds from that newspaper. Oh, there I am. This is my inventory, I guess. I didn't even know that I had this. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the motive and what was the murder weapon? Janet Kelly. Here, okay. Look back at it. I gotta remember all the actual keys here. He was heading down Silver Lake. Where'd they say? It said something about the hunting cabin, right? He was residing at the Roberts hunting cabin by the trailhead. Okay, so down Silver Lake. So he's going this way? Why? Oh, okay. So this is the mayor's mansion. I think that's probably where she was murdered, because that's, so maybe he was seen right here, because that seems, yeah, where's the hunting cabin, I guess? Because if it's by the hunting grounds, that seems like a weird, way to go. Like, if you're over here, why wouldn't you just cut through Walnut Avenue, right? But we'll leave all that until we get some more evidence. Oh. The hell? Hover the mouse over the keyhole on the doorknob. Yeah, I know, it's locked. There isn't any other way. Did I already miss frickin' evidence in here? I think I did, guys. The town seems a bit small for a mansion. Maybe it's like a really high-end town. Connecticut, they probably have old money. Oh, I can get another flashlight? Is there, how do I open up that gate, though? Oh, I did miss it. Wow. Evidence is actually going to be a little crazy to come by. Okay, so this key opens up the desk. Or not. Wait, why didn't she pick... Oh, F to store an inventory. Dang. I suck at this whole investigation thing. Ha! More evidence. Oh, here's the case report for her murder. Case report is August 6th, 1995. 1995, that's the year I was born. Vivian Roberts murder case report. This report is an update of what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended a few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott at around 11:30 p.m. near the woods north of the mansion. Clearly, if we're still investigating this, Scott is not the person. But again, assumptions. It just seems weird that the investigation was going on for a while and then they just caught this guy. Anyways, two hunters were looking for more wood for their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing. However, they were too far to hear the content of the argument. 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from working at the mansion. She cited Scott for tardy work and rebellious behavior. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Trisha, who by then had a close relationship with Scott. Who's Trisha? One missed evidence means you can't beat the game. Yeah, I'm locked out. Actually, I can just beat the game right away if I wanted to. I can just leave. I think you joined in a little bit after that point, but yeah, I can just straight up like end the game right here. We are currently investigating the case. Scott is our main suspect in Vivian's murder. So now a new player has joined, Trisha. Vivian was keeping Scott from seeing Trisha. An old gate key. This should hopefully open that gate. Oh, okay, I can't open the other ones too. Aha! July 30th, 1995. So this was... She was either murdered this day or like very late the night before. Vivian Roberts' funeral was held this afternoon. Also, that seems like an incredibly fast turnaround for a funeral. Bernard, the butler, Dorothy, the head servant, Derek, the family chauffeur. These are all names I should probably be remembering. And his mom. Derek, the chauffeur, and his mom, Wanda, who is fighting cancer, attended. Vivian's husband, Charles, came with their daughter, Trisha. Ah. So Trisha is Vivian's daughter. And she's trying to keep Scott from seeing her. Charles did not utter a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town came and paid their respects at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Trisha started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, who's the head servant, and the crying died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Trisha. She's been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her. With the loss of her mother and with her boyfriend being accused as the killer, it must have taken a toll on her. Feel sorry for the whole family. Okay. So, just a quick super early assumption. Trisha or Dorothy is the actual mom of Trisha, and maybe Dorothy is the one that killed Vivian. Assumption again. Take a screenshot of that journal. I can't take one there. You're definitely in NL County, Connecticut. I'm looking at photos of the real place, and it definitely has an England look to the place. Okay. Feel sorry for the whole family. So this is the July 30th note. Oh, September 6th, 1995. The town of Painscreek is quickly becoming a ghost town. The population has decreased drastically over the years. Ever since the deaths occurred, it seems that more and more people are actively looking to leave this town. It's sad to see a once lively town become what it is now. December 2nd, 1995. It's been almost 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothers me. Why was she killed? What was the killer's motives? She was someone who had earned the love and respect of the community. No employee of hers nor any citizen of Painscreek reaped any benefit from her passing. It doesn't make any sense. That's my sheriff's voice. February 20th, 1996. Painscreek Community Hospital has officially closed. The remaining patients have been allocated to other hospitals that will provide suitable services for them. To be honest, it's hard to watch them leave. I wonder if the day will come when I will be reassigned somewhere else. And that day, indeed, did come. I'm hoping that she just takes this with her. She was someone who had earned the love and respect of the community. So, according to the sheriff, there shouldn't have been anyone that benefited from her death, and that she was beloved by all. Maybe a crime of passion. Oh, I unlocked achievement, by the way, for reading that. James Howard's story. Yes. Okay. So it did actually keep his diary here, so I can go back and reference that at any time. 1995. Why does it say 1995? I still can't unlock this filing cabinet, though. So, the whole murder situation must have been bugging him somewhat because of the fact that he had all of this information just readily available on the counter. Or it's just a gameplay mechanic that they are purposely leaving that stuff out so that you can get the first couple of clues. I don't know. I did not try to unlock this, did I? Oh, I can't. I actually need the code. I have a guess. Ah, damn. Let's try 1996. Nope. Okay. What could that damn code be?
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Ann's Courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Shit, what did he say?
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Ann's Courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated.
Ann's Courtyard, right here.
Thank you very much. very much. Talk to you later.
Okay. I kind of wish that you could, like, make little notes on the map or something. That'd be cool. Okay, so we're gonna have to, like, potentially come back. You said December 2nd was loaded with assumptions? That's true, yeah. About, her being, like, loved by the community. It can't be that big of a town, I would assume. So, like, it seems like one where everyone would know everyone. There has to be a reason that I can look at this book right now. The story of Tonti. I thought it might hold a clue for that code. There's nothing. Maybe 1989? Nope. Damn. I can't open, like, any of these. Spinning the camera is making you dizzy? Sorry. Maybe I can, I guess I didn't really think about that. I can turn the camera sensitivity down. Maybe that's better. Hopefully. And no one profiting from her death and being well loved. Yeah. Yeah, true, yeah. Like he wouldn't really know it. Know that. Could be a crime of passion. Okay, so we got the key. We got the key for this. The gate key. I rarely like actually enjoy these types of walking sims, but I think that tutorial completed. I think with the style of game that this is, and surprisingly not being a horror game, because I feel like every other game that's like this would be a horror game, it's actually kind of interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. What the heck? Where would I be? I just crossed the bridge. Guess I'm on like a little side path over here. Is this closed off now too? Why is everything locked? Kick it down. Kick it down. The game looks really good. So I'm like off the path right now. Can't go that way. That looks like something I should be able to turn on. Okay. Well, so we have a couple of clues already. With the sensitivity turned down, you may notice more prompts to examine. The game is very nice looking, yeah. Yeah, it does look very, very good. Ooh, that is a loud noise. Okay, so we have a couple of clues already. This isn't Anne's, like, courtyard, is it? let's look at this. So this is Clover Street. So we're... Oh, you guys, hold on. You guys can't even see my my cursor here. This might actually be a little bit better for you. Okay, so we are right here. That message said something about Anne's Courtyard, so we should stop in there briefly. I can't see what that says. Is this my editor, potentially? Why would he lock his door? He knows that the town is abandoned. I'm not gonna break in. Well, I guess I am gonna break in, technically. When do I learn parkour? Parkour! You can't even jump. Okay, let's go in here. He asked about the package. I don't know if that means the, oh. This is giving me some creepy vibes here. Watch, it is gonna be a horror now. Ooh. Welcome to Anne's Courtyard Inn and Suite. Date. 3/21 or 3/12. That's 3/21. Stephen Moss. Wait, Stephen Moss, that's who called. That's who called on the message. Well, at least I think his name was Stephen, at least. I don't know if it was Stephen Moss. Stephen Moss is in 201. Said that he didn't check out. Or real life. I already know real life parkour. Might not be good at it, but I know how to do it. Untouched bottles of wine. Old-fashioned way to listen to music. Yeah, this seems like a... I mean, when did she get murdered again? Yeah, 95. That seems like a... They should have had at least something else in here by then to listen to music on. Stevie's Barbershop. Open daily from 9 to 6. We have to remember this, guys. Mustache trims are $5. I don't know, maybe Ryan was getting into parkour. Nope. I'm way too uncoordinated for that. Painscreek Trinity Church, Sunday. The truth shall set you free. Come and join us for fellowship every Sunday, 8 a.m. Come and meet community and enjoy a message from the Lord. Bible study will be held every Friday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Okay, we read this one. Join us at our local church as we take this time to commemorate all the lives that were lost 20 years ago. 20 years ago? What happened 20 years ago? What can you do? Oh, this actually might help us break into whoever's car that is out there. A Slim Jim, also known as the lockout tool, is used primarily for breaking into cars. It is a thin strip of metal that is 24 inches in length and about... Okay, you guys, gotta remember this. 24 inches in length and about 0.79 to 1.57 inches in width. I don't think you need to remember that. It is a very popular tool for car thieves, as the Slim Jim allows one to unlock automobile doors without the use of a lockpick. Works on the levers and interconnecting rods in the car door and avoids dealing with the lock mechanism itself. The hooked end of the tool is thin enough to be slipped between the car door's window and the rubber seal, catching the rods that connect to the lock mechanism. Someone highlighted that. In the hands of an experienced user, the car door can be opened without being damaged. However, be aware that incorrect use of the tool may detach the lock rod, which will cause the door lock to be inoperable. Even when a key is used after that, should your car show such a problem, it's often a clue that someone has attempted to break into your car. Newer cars have tried to implement different defenses against this tool, ranging from implementing barrier blocks on the bottom of the car window to making the operating rods easily disconnect when met with a lateral force, which is often caused by the lifting action of the Slim Jim. Older car models are often easy prey for the tool. Okay, so we need to look for a Slim Jim. I need a fade. All right, you need a fade? That is, well, they don't do fades. You can get children. Well, that doesn't sound right. You can get children for only $7. Painscreek Annual Fall Festival. Demonstrations, pumpkin carvings, knitting, arts and crafts, and more. Dorothy, is that the same Dorothy? There can't be that many Dorothys in the town, right? Dorothy's Famous Pies, available for purchase. Scavenger hunt, relays, raffles. Roberts Relief Fund Foundation. Okay, and we did read that already. Alright, nothing in there. Reminder, letters or documents for in-guests goes in its respective slots. Here's the key that you requested. 7 Black Pine Road, Painscreek, NL 28115. We're going to have to remember this one. 7 Black Pine Road, Painscreek, NL 28115. YouTube censored what? Throwing a brick through the car window? Oh. 7 Black Pine Road. 7 Black Pine Road, okay. Here, I'm gonna take a photo of this one. I do not like that music anymore. Okay, we do... maybe I should take a better picture than that. Okay. In my inventory, does it actually say? Address for the key is written on the paper next to it, so it purposely doesn't say. Can't do anything with those darts. Locked toolbox. 201. There's a lot of locked things around here. Painscreek Community Hospital closes its doors after 60 years of service. Fund embezzlement suspected as key factor. Painscreek Community Hospital, one of the leaders in long-term rehabilitation for the elderly in Newland. That must be what NL stands for. Finally closes its doors after 60 years of service. Painscreek Community Hospital first opened its doors in 1936, serving as a humble abode for treating patients and provided boarding for those in need of prolonged treatment. Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman, saw the need to revamp the hospital in the early 70s. She founded the Roberts Relief Foundation with the main purpose to support the needs of the village in Painscreek, starting with the hospital. By the early 80s, the population of the village and local areas had started to decline rapidly. Many young people who went to college did not return, and the number of seniors was quickly rising when the increased need... That's it. Interesting. Fund embezzlement. And then Vivian Roberts was the main person for this. That is this is February 20. So this is Oh yeah, okay. So this is way after her. This is after her murder, obviously. Be like 6 months or whatever after her murder. They recorded that. So that could be a potential motive, right there. We might have found a potential motive. I should ask, have you been suggesting throwing bricks lately? I have not suggested that. You mean on YouTube? Okay, well.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Wait, how am I number 2? That is a great question. I don't know. Maybe it's over the past, couple of streams or something. Champagne linger balls. Linger ball. Okay. Oh, shoot. Good thing I caught those keys. Jeez, these keys are gonna be a little ridiculous to, like, have to remember all these. Or, like, actually find all these. So, wait, which ones did I pick up? We got 203, 202, and 204. We do not have 201, though. What? What do you mean doesn't work? Room number engraved on tag. Ah. So that doesn't work with whatever the hell these things are. Wait, maybe... Letters or documents for in-guests go in its respective slots. Okay. That seems odd that wouldn't... 201, of course. 201 is the key that we don't have, and that's Steven. Of course. Okay. Yeah, why can't I just start breaking a bunch of crap here? Botrix is number 3. I don't know, guess the less you chat, the more XP you get. Eric, you're number 1 now. Because you because you commented on it. They're like, alright, let's give him number 1. I still don't understand this Purple Crown crap works, but I've been reading a lot about it. The rules seem to change around. And no idea what it actually gets you. I don't think it gets you anything. It's just like a way to be like, now you got bragging rights, Eric. You can brag and be like, I am the number 1 fan. Why is this so zoomed in? This is like super zoomed in. What the heck is going on? Welcome. Enjoy your stay in Painscreek and take a chance to explore the surroundings. Traverse up the slopes of Black Pine Mountains. Take in the jaw-dropping views or take a hike on our trails toward Cherry Creek Lake. Spend the night at Ann's Courtyard Inn and Suites and enjoy the 5-star room service it provides. There are many amazing things you can experience here. Explore the area. There's the Roberts Estates. Okay, so this is pretty much the same map. I want to go to Crab Island. Moon Cafe. Moon Cafe's acclaimed coffee has been known as one of the reasons people come to Painscreek. If you haven't had something from there yet, we highly recommend you to visit and taste for yourself. What does this have to do with anything? I can't even do anything with these darts. Nothing there. So much to investigate. Okay, so we have some room keys. Let's go and try to check out some of these rooms. Even though we can't get into Steven's room. But first, let's inspect these toilets and make sure that they're clean. Here's some of our usual customers. You might want to memorize this. Church, 46 Silver Lake Boulevard, Photo Lab, 5 Walnut Avenue. 5 Walnut Avenue. So that's, he said that he had the toolbox and the shovel. But the toolbox was back, so maybe he just still had the key or something? Robert's Estate, 1 Maple Drive. We've already figured that one out. Mr. Morris's house, 19 Black Pine Road. Miss Hall's house, 10 Town Center Drive. What was Steven's last name again? Moss. He's not a regular, apparently. I wonder if Steven is the other like detective that was on the case. Me and Nick experimented with it last night, so I thought I had it figured out. I don't care where I rate. I just want to know how it works because it seems to change. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just like overall, like or over a certain like period of time, or you start losing points after a certain amount of time or something. Okay, 203. I think we have the key for this one. We do. Alright, let's see what we got in here. What do we got? Someone left their underwear. No, that would be gigantic. Holy Bible. I can't open it up. Well, not too much in this room, but we kind of expected that to be the case. We really want to get into room 201. As I come in here, there's just a dead body. Oh man, no. This room seems to check out. Not too much in here. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. We also have the key for 204. Wait, how did you guys experiment with it though? Okay. 204 again. Another Bible. I'm just taking a look and making sure I'm not missing anything on that one. Again, not too much there. 201 is where we really want to go, and of course that is the one that we cannot. Past due. Dear Stephen M., thank you for your rent payment. Oh. Wait, this is an inn. He's paying rent? I guess that's how it worked. As stated in your rental agreement, however, when rent payments are not received by 0404, you must pay an additional rent because of a late charge due or because you did not qualify for the rent discount. The required additional amount was not included in your payment and is therefore now due. Please send the additional required rent amount of $85 at once to bring your credit balance up to date and remove it from the delinquent list. This amount must be paid within 7 days from the date of this notice. Thank you for your prompt cooperation. Sincerely, Rosalie P. And we cannot get in because that is 201. This is the person that we... That's the room that we want to try to get into right there. Okay. Last, what? Oh, I was like, I thought that I was on, was I not on that one before? Okay, this is room 202. Another Bible! I didn't realize that inns did rent. Just seeing what gives XP donations give a decent amount. Oh. Well, there you go. You just have to donate a ton of money, Eric, and then, you know. This hat must have been left by the last guest. Guest lost hat. I just got an achievement for picking this hat up, by the way. For anyone who's wondering, how many achievements does this game have? Only 34% of players have done it. Wow, there are actually a ton of achievements in this game. Okay, I was really hoping that we'd find that Jimmy bar or whatever it's called, so that we could break into that dude's car, but that is not, I guess that's not going to be the case. Oh, it's like, oh shoot. I almost got stuck. Oh. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to come back for that room for whenever we end up actually finding the key. However, I do think if we want to do more in this place, the photo lab, he said, is where the where he had the toolbox. 5 Walnut Avenue, which is right down the road from here. Yeah. I don't think that there's too much more that we can do here. 5 Walnut Avenue. We need to remember this, guys. Wait, who told you about the donations? Nick said that. He said that you guys were just seeing what gives XP. Donations give a decent amount. Okay. Here's Town Center Drive. Oh, here we go. Walnut Avenue. Of course, it is locked. He had the, Damn. There's gotta be, like, a way to start unlocking some of these doors. So we're stumped there, too, now. Oh, no. Haha. What? It's locked from both directions? Dang. Okay. Well, I did say 1 Walnut Drive, right? It wasn't 5, was it? Oh no, it was 5. Oh, well, I can't get in there anyway. Shoot. Okay. Next, then, we will... We're gonna check this one out. 7 Black Pine Road, Painscreek. Where's Black Pine? Okay, we gotta go back. We know that we have the key that'll unlock something over here. I don't see Nick in chat. Oh, really? Nick has been here the whole time. Do you have live chat on? Nick has just dropped so low on the fans. Wait, Nick, you went from... number 2. Now you're number 3. You're below Botrix. Botrix is a bigger fan. Okay. We gotta get to Black Pine Road. Here it is. 7, Black Pine Road. Okay, we are way further away. There's the Moon Cafe that everyone talks about. Happy hour. Oh, we gotta like go way down here. This is still... Oh no, this isn't Black Pine Road anymore. 16. 13. 8. Wait, what the hell? 8? And then 2? Where the hell is 7? I am very confused. Where is 7? This can't be right. This can't be 2. Maybe it is 2, I guess. Is 7 back there? Maybe it's on the back side. Black Pine Road. Oh, here's 4. 6. 20. What is going on? Oh, this is Pebble Lane. This has to be Pebble Lane, right? 26, 24, 22, 4. I am stumped. I'm stumped. I don't know where 7. Hold on, let me... 7 Black Pine Road. $28. This isn't 7, is it? Unless it... How does it go from 11 to 3? Like, what the hell? Unless this is considered Black Pine Road. 5. Ah! 7. Wow, doesn't this look like a nice piece of real estate? Well, let's find out what's going on in here. Nick, can you see this? Yeah, I've been hard capped at 75 XP. Oh, really? It won't let you do any more? Nick said that he can see all your messages, Eric. Okay, so this is what that key in at Anne's Inn led to. Anne's Courtyard Inn and Suites. Interesting. Very creepy music. Don't like that. It's giving some major horror vibes right now. Maybe there is horror in this game. I didn't think that there were, but I guess it's possible. Oh, there's nothing in any of those. I still don't really know what this house has to do with anything. Well, I can't get in there. Door is jammed. Maybe I can hop in from the top or something. Wow. Really need to clean up in here. Dear Daniel, how have you been, my son? It has been a while since I last wrote to you. I'm getting much better now. Dr. Johnson has assured me that I'm recovering well. I'm now working full-time at the mansion. The hallucinations are gone. There are just 2 more checkups to do, and I'll be done with rehab. That's great. Well, now we got to throw someone who's having hallucinations into the mix. So that's awesome. Eric says YouTube is just a mess these days. How's Mom doing? Is she still working at that restaurant? I hope she spends enough time with you. I don't blame her for leaving and wish I could be there for you. I'm sorry things turned out this way. Please forgive me. I've been saving my money and plan to... That's it. That is it. What did that record? Oh, letter document. Letter to Daniel. Who is Daniel? Premium Rums. Okay. Well, that is an interesting... That was interesting. So we know that there was someone working in the mansion now that had hallucinations. So, potentially that led to some murders? That's always good to... That's always nice to see in a creepy-ass house, is just sigils drawn onto the ground, lined with candlesticks. Wasn't anything bad happening in here. Oh, nice. And a bathroom just littered with pill bottles. Well, looks like maybe he took too much of his medicine. Andrew Reed. Xanard. Antidepressants. Prescribed by Dr. Johnson. Andrew Reed. So maybe Andrew Reed is the one that, take 1 pill daily every morning with water. Oh, 2 refills before 05/1995. Does this mean that he was off his meds? I mean, whoever it was must be, like, that has to be the... I'm assuming that that's the evidence that they're trying to give us there. I can't really see what these other ones are. So, Andrew Reed. Was he listed in... the diary? Derek. There's no Andrew in the diary. Bernard, Dorothy, Derek. And his mom, Wanda. But the letter was to Daniel. Huh. So I don't know if it was Andrew who wrote the letter to Daniel or what. Oh, that's for us. Let's take a picture of that. I don't know. Oh, there Nick is. YouTube needs to sort this shit out. Watch for the giants in the basement. True. I can see his purple rating, but not what he's saying. I'm gonna close and restart. Oh, it sounds like it was a YouTube issue. Okay, so that's the key led to that. We still can't get into this door for some reason. Don't know. I don't know why. I can't get over onto that, like above that section. So, maybe we can somehow get in there a different way or something. But I don't know. Nothing else besides Andrew. Andrew was off of his meds, from what it looked like. Okay, back to this music. What do you guys think? Maybe it's time to finally go and check out that mansion. We gotta find the place of this murder. We gotta investigate it, seeing as we can't actually get into the damn car right now. Anyway. Nick said, "Hey, Eric." Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the place that everything is leading to. We're gonna find hopefully a lot more once we get there. Well, the guy said that he left a package, but we can't even get into the post office either. Okay, we gotta go this way. Wait, unless this doesn't lead to the mayor's place, does it? Or this is just a back alley. Oh, it leads to the back of the mayor's place. See, okay. This is what I don't understand. If it really was, what's his name? Was it Steven? Scott? Scott Brooks. If it really was Scott, why would he be running down Silver Lake Boulevard? Right? Why wouldn't he take this way? The back way. That makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. So something is fishy. But we're gonna check this mansion out. Start hunting down some clues. Holy crap, this is gigantic. And more creepy music. Let me guess, locked? Oh no! Did they say where? I don't think they said where her body was found. And we gotta find the murder weapon, too. Ah, of course. We can't get in there. Well, what about this creepy shed? Oh, we also have the code to get into the cemetery as well. There's another toolbox in there. Looks like there's a couple of... Oh, looks like there's a key in there. A couple of keys in there. We need to get into this place. Damn. Ah. Okay. Just looking around the exterior first. But we can also get into the cemetery. Remember, we do have the code for that. What is this box doing out here? Maybe that's where the murder weapon was. She was killed with a box. Wow, this mansion is huge. Well, I guess, yeah, it is a mansion, so that makes sense. We can't open it. Bolted from the inside. It's Michael bolted from the inside. Okay, let's head around to the front. We might not even be able to go into the mansion yet. Like, we might need the freaking key or something. Oh, nope, we can get right in. They don't care. What happened is YouTube added this purple cash cow and messed something up, is my guess. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of investigation to just, like, sift through, I think, in this mansion here. Diary. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Been here for almost 3 months. Everyone treats me well. Hold up. I just noticed that the lights are a little dark over here. Everyone treats me well. Most of the workers have been here for a long time, some as long as 30 years. Dorothy is probably the oldest maid here. She's really nice and is responsible for taking care of all of the maids. Well, maybe it's not Dorothy. Maybe Dorothy is not the one if she's... who's Trisha's actual mother if she's this old. She's always giving me snacks. The other oldest worker is probably Bernard, the butler. He's so serious, I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Dorothy and Bernard don't talk much to each other, however they are perfect when it comes to attending Charles and Vivian's needs. I guess that's why they are in charge here. I notice Charles and Vivian are never together much either, even when they are both at home. They don't seem happy. What is going on? Vivian was passing by when I broke the vase. I must have been really nervous because I stood there for God knows how long. I thought she would scold me or even fire me. Instead, Vivian invited me to have a tea with her. She asked about my parents and what I wanted to do in the future. I told her I hoped to open my own deli someday. She said I could do anything if I set my mind on it and work really hard. Like me, she used to be poor. Now she's a successful businesswoman. I hope to be like her someday. July 6th, 1993. Wanda is sick. I've heard she has cancer. It has been 2 months since I took over for her. Her son, Derek, stays with her whenever he's not driving for Charles. So, what was it? James, the old sheriff, whoever's diary this is not any of the people that the old sheriff mentioned. Her son, Derek, stays with her whenever he's not driving for Charles. I feel sorry for them. Luckily, Mr. Roberts helps with their financial needs. I pray she gets well soon. Andrew. We finally have a mention of Andrew, the man who is clearly has something going on with antidepressants and his meds. Andrew shouted at me for walking on the grass, though I was sure I didn't step on it this time. He's always drunk anyways. Probably doesn't help with the depression. Scott told me to ignore him. Scott, who was framed, I think framed for the murder, told me to ignore him. I'm not sure how he could be so patient, always taking care of Andrew and covering his workload. I would have assumed that Scott was Andrew's son if I had not known that Father Matthew adopted him years ago. He's so nice and talented, not to mention handsome. If only he wasn't taken. Whose diary is this? Mary Martinez. Oh, Mary is the one who found the body. Andrew. Mary is the one who found the body. Ah, okay. Some interesting stuff in that one. Is anyone following the pirate software drama? No, I do. Well, I mean, I do follow pirate software, but what's going on? If you want to put it in the in the chat. Wow, this place is massive. Okay. I don't even know where to begin with this place. It's just... it's so big. Oh, this is a interesting room. Is this another diary? Oh, this is Charles Roberts' diary. March 14th, 1993. We went hunting this afternoon. Scott's quite a fast learner. Alright, no more voice. And his good manners too. I told him to call me Charles, but he kept saying it's more appropriate to call me Mr. Roberts. He almost got the deer on his second try. If he keeps this up, I'll take him over Bernard as my hunting partner. Trisha's been rather obvious in her interests. He's a good-looking young man and respectful to others. I don't mind his status. There's nothing wrong with being an alpha. Oh, an orphan. There's nothing wrong with being an orphan. If there is, it's the parents' fault. I know that Trisha fancies him. I've grown to like him too. Today's mom's death anniversary. It's been 18 years since she passed away. Paid my respects at her tombstone. Vivian wasn't feeling well and chose not to come, so I asked Scott to accompany me. He brought fresh lilies. He said lilies suggest that the soul of the deceased has returned to a peaceful state. Sometimes I feel he's like a son to me. Okay, so I feel like we're getting a really, really interesting perspective with this being Charles's diary. Because, like, obviously, wife is killed or whatever, prime suspect is typically the husband. But it seems like with his money and power, he would also be the person that potentially framed Scott. However, so far, what we've read, it seems like he actually, like, views him, well, he just said it. He views him as a son, so... now that I think about it, Vivian is always getting sick during this time of year. It does sound like something kind of weird to say, but... September 8th, 1993. I knew our relationship would not be as close as we had it, but ever since Vivian discovered my affair, she hasn't been the same. Well, okay, now there's an affair involved. She once joked to her friends during a dinner that all politicians are alike, and as a politician's wife, she has learned to close one eye. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. I think it was because of Trisha that she didn't leave me. She's a good wife and a good mother. I'm grateful for that. So Charles had an affair with someone. We don't know who. That adds a little bit of an interesting wrench to it. Okay, so about the pirate software drama. YouTube has turned against him. He's being accused of being a fraud and a liar by YouTube? Oh, like his following, you're saying? He's against the Stop Killing Games initiative because he misunderstood it. Instead of trying to understand it, he doubled down. So now a bunch of people are turning against him. Against the Stop Killing Games initiative? Oh, like, the whole, like canceling games and everything, like Perfect Dark and all that stuff. As someone in games media, I should really be on this stuff more. But I don't think you guys know, like, I'm sure that you, I think I say it enough, but I don't really ever have free time. I had to cut one of our meetings short today so that I could come and stream for everyone. So like, I should be definitely more informed on this stuff. I just really don't have the time to like learn more about it, unfortunately. Basically, it's an initiative to prevent developers from shutting down games you already paid for. Like The Crew. Oh, games you already paid for. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I feel like there should be some sort of a transfer to a non... Because I'm assuming it's more of live service games, like when companies are strictly live service and their game only works as like live service in the live service model, and so them shutting down the servers to prevent more costs just ends up taking the game down and like making it so people can't play it. Yeah, I feel like when that kind of stuff happens, they should transfer to like a private version of it, like either private servers, if it's like matchmaking or something, or hold on, I will go full face cam here for this. Yeah, I feel like the developers should like convert to a non-live service model, instead of just like being like, nope, we're not going to pay for servers anymore, so you paid for the game, screw you. You know what I mean? That's my thoughts on it, at least. Yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't feel like that. That's like, I feel like that's just like kind of taking people's money and running. However, I guess with how the... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it to like really speak on it, but I feel like if you were, a developer that cared about their community, that's what you should at least attempt to do. If it's doable, you should at least attempt to do something like that. So, okay. Back to the Painscreek Killings. So we got some lockers up here. Vivian's locker, there is nothing inside of there. Got Trisha's locker, nothing in there. Derek. Wait. Gotta reread. This is Andrew's letter. There's a son named Daniel. Derek. Charles. There's gotta be something in Bernard's, right? Haha! A key! I forget what... damn it. What does Bernard do now? Is the butler. Okay. Bernard is the butler. Which he failed to understand and said it would be impossible to do that despite it being done in the past. So he was saying that it'd be impossible to move the game to a non-live service model. I mean, I'm sure that the game was working in some way, shape, or form before the servers were uploaded for the game. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a house entrance key. I found it in one of the lockers in the mansion. Okay, house entrance key. So, I forgot to return the servant's room key in time, so I left the key in the kitchen drawer. Holy shit. Where the hell is the kitchen? Oh my god. This house is too big. Alright, I'm gonna go back down the stairs so that we can look for this kitchen. The kitchen before anything else. We gotta follow up on that clue. Holy guacamole. Okay, I guess let's search the kitchen now that we're here. Pots and pans. Huh. Oh god, come on. Anyone delivering food to church on Saturdays, please lock all the doors and return the key under the flower pot before leaving. Under the flower pot. Is this the drawer? Damn. What? What drawer is it in? Oh shoot, there's drawers over here too. Oh my god. They don't need a house this big. Ah, the key. A mansion room key. Yeah, it's to the room upstairs. Shopping list for Trisha's birthday: 3 packs of balloons, candles, new tablecloths, baking powder, eggs, strawberries. Okay. I don't know what. Please lock all the doors and return the key under the flower pot before leaving. Well, now I need to go and look at the damn outside to see if I can find the flower pot that they are talking about. They're really gonna leave the key to this massive mansion under a flower pot? Is the flower pot outside? I'm listening, or rather reading. Some interesting stuff going on in this game so far. There's a lot of motives from a lot of people, or like a lot of potential people that could have been the murderer. Until we find more conclusive stuff, it's still kind of up in the air. One thing though is that I do not think Scott did it. Charles was having an affair, so it's definitely possible there's something there. Andrew, one of the house workers, was off of his medication. What happened with that, I have no idea, but that's something. He has a son, Daniel. Yeah, I also don't see a flower pot. Unless this is the flower pot that they're talking about. A lot of moving parts here. Nope, that doesn't work. Huh. I don't see a flower pot. It must be inside. Yeah, his argument was saying that they'd have to rebalance live service games as a single-player game, not recognizing that user-run servers exist for games that are no longer supported by devs. Yeah, I mean that would be because the crew is all open, isn't it? Like the crew is like, it's essentially like an MMO, right? Like the way that it operates. Okay. Well, the whole flower pot thing, we're just gonna have to wait until we actually see a flower pot. That is locked. We should be able to unlock this door now. Aha! I don't know whose room this is, but we did it. I need to report Scott to Bernard. His suspicious acts are getting out of hand. Today I saw him peeking into Mr. and Mrs. Roberts' room from the window. He's been told many times now not to do this. Ah, M. Is M... Do you think M is married? Does she sign it M at the end? No. But is her handwriting similar? Not really. Yeah, the handwriting isn't similar. So M might be someone else. Okay, we got Bernard, Dorothy, Derek. Wanda is Derek's mom. Who the hell is M? I mean, I guess it could be Mary. But their handwriting is... well... Maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't look the same to me, but... Maybe M is Mary. So it sounded like she had a problem with Scott. First person to really have a problem. It seemed like everyone else liked him. I was cleaning Miss Roberts' tea room when I stumbled across a pile of letters full of negative comments addressed to her. Why on earth does she keep those letters? She, more than anybody in this town, doesn't deserve to be attacked by these faceless cowards. These people cannot see the positive impact she has made for this community. It's not her fault that her business deals can't please everyone. Well, okay, so Sheriff Howard said that she was loved by everyone in the community, right? Clearly, that is not the case, which we're seeing here. She was very much not loved by everybody. Oh, Defiance. Yeah, hold on. Let me catch up with chat here. Did you actually make a video on Defiance? I did. Well, I did a news video on Defiance for Game Rant. Which, by the way, with how we're structuring content now over at Game Rant, there's a lot more of my stuff actually going up on YouTube and everything. Additionally, you can go and check out my author page too, on Game Rant, which you can see all my stuff there. A lot of lists and stuff lately, so if you did want to see more of me and my content, like, you could definitely go over to the author page, and that's me, just not as Sly. I did try it out though. The Defiance, when I played Defiance, that was more for some video like footage that I needed. It was interesting though. The crew is just an example of what they're trying to prevent. It extends to just preventing devs from selling a product that they can take away at any time. Yeah. So that is in most EU LAs for games. Some say word for word that they can terminate the license for no reason. So the initiative is mainly focused on getting rid of those heavily anti-consumer practices. Yeah, I have... Okay, yeah. My I'll go full face again for this. So my thoughts when it comes to that kind of stuff is, like, yes, they shouldn't have that in there. And the only real way to stop that from happening is any game, like, before you buy it, players should be reading through that stuff. Granted, nobody wants to do that, but they should read through that stuff first. And if the game does have that, then don't buy it. If you're against, if people are really against that, unfortunately, there's a shit ton of games that have that, because I think that's almost like standard practice in the industry. But if you really wanted to, like, make a stand on that's kind of how people would have to do it, because there's nothing that's actually going to force the change to happen unless sales are being impacted, which in turn probably means, more layoffs across the industry and everything, because that's how a lot of higher ups will see that as, oh, this didn't perform as well as we thought it would, so we're gonna just lay off all of the developers. It has to have been their fault, or it's like, oh no, maybe it's the, like, concepts and the constraints that you put on. But anyways, it's going too far out of the scope of of the stream. But yeah, I feel like if people really wanted to make an impact there, that would be the best way to do it. Make it very public and, like, actively push for something like that. Any games that actually have something like that, making sure that you're not buying those games. Granted, you probably won't be buying many games, but at least that way you don't have to worry too much about that. Back to the game. So we do have another diary here. Oh, this is another Mary Martinez diary. So everything that I've seen in here so far has had M. So now this is Mary's second diary. Before I read this, let me grab a drink of water. I don't know. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that? At least that's how I see something like that. Kind of happening. Due to Pirate Software's major pushback on the initiative, it well surpassed the amount of signatures required to actually get it recognized by law. Oh, nice. Well, that's good. So he is for the initiative, or yeah, he's against the initiative. Why would he be against that? I guess he's a game developer though, isn't he? So I guess maybe that's why. Interesting. Okay, Mary Martinez's second diary that we found. February 3rd, 1995. I was cleaning the mansion attic today when I found Derek and Wanda's old stuff. I asked Derek about it, and he told me he used to live here with his mom until he was about 6 years old. We chatted for like an hour. I have never talked to him that much. It felt quite nice talking with him, rather relaxing. March 3rd, 1995. So, I'm trying to put the timeline together here. Shit, when was she murdered? Hold on. Before I read that, oh shoot. Well, I guess I just... She was murdered... Yeah, she was murdered, what, July 29th, I believe, right? No. Oh, it was like a week or whatever after that they had the funeral. But July 20th, 19th or 20th is when she was murdered. Okay. July 19th or 20th of 1995 is when she was murdered, right? Yeah, okay. So this is before the murders. I had to interact with Bernard today. His left wrist was swollen pretty badly. When I asked what happened, he claimed he fell during rock climbing and twisted his left hand. So he can't help with writing the Easter invitations this year. I told him he only needs his right hand for writing. He looked at me as if I was joking. How could I have known that he was left-handed? Also, I think I need to go back and check Sheriff Howard's diary. I don't think that Mary was actually at the funeral. Dorothy asked me... This is April 17, 1995. Dorothy asked me to help clean her house tomorrow. I didn't know she has her own place. I thought she lived with the Roberts family in the nanny's room. She said she hasn't used the house for the past few months, but it needs to be taken care of every now and then. She will be 60 this year. I think I should help her. The address is 40 Black Pine Road, Painscreek. 40 Black Pine Road. May 29th, 1995. Trisha and Vivian had an... so this is... little less than 2 months before the murder. Trisha and Vivian had an argument during dinner. Vivian is thinking to send Trisha to college. Trisha wants to be with Scott. She's not thinking straight. June 1st. I was about to clean the gallery when I noticed the door was already slightly open. I looked inside and saw Mr. Roberts standing in front of a painting. Right before he left, I heard a faint click. As he was leaving the gallery, I hid in the staircase hallway. When I was sure that he was gone, I went into the gallery to see what he was so entranced by. This is in the gallery. It's just a painting of an old woman with a white headband. I wonder what's so interesting about this lady. That's a clue. June 11, 1995. There will be a grand party to celebrate Trisha's birthday this evening. She will officially be 21 years old. So June 11, 1995, 21 years old. That would put her birth at June 11th, 1974. Could be an interesting thing to keep track of there. Trisha and Scott are meeting at the shed behind the mansion. They call it their secret hideout. I know Vivian doesn't want Trisha to be with Scott. Should I tell her about this? July 12th. So this is days before the murder. Dr. Johnson is dead. Dr. Johnson is the one that was medicating Andrew. Dr. Johnson is dead. He was the head of Painscreek Community Hospital as well as the Roberts family doctor. The police came by and asked if Vivian would be willing to go down to the station for another interview. I was nervous, but Vivian was very calm and accepted their request. She came back in the evening and assured us that everything was okay. She had nothing to do with Dr. Johnson's death. His death was purely an accident. Painscreek Community Hospital. Police came by and asked if Vivian would be willing to go down to the station for another interview. Huh. That's very interesting. So, like I said, Dr. Johnson was the one that was also prescribing Andrew, based off of those meds that we had seen earlier. Okay, so we got all of Mary's story. One quick thing while we're over here, we're gonna go check out the gallery because they mentioned the lady with the white headband was interesting to Charles. So let's go and see what is so damn interesting about this lady. Oh, he just has casually Mona Lisa is just in here. She did say lady with the white headband, right? That's not that. Oh. Just painting an old woman with a white headband. Those are some boobies. Okay. More boobies. Is that the lady with the white headband? I'm not seeing this painting. Chardon. Just reading up chat here. Well surpassed the amount of signatures. Yeah, people disagreed with him so much he actually helped what he was fighting against. That's hilarious. Demonetized. Oh yeah, because no, it's art. If it's art, you can have boobies. Nick, what are you doing in this game? What the heck, man? Okay. Oh, this is the one, right? Aha! Aha! We figured something out. Okay. Her birthday. 06 11 1974. Oh no. Nope. Dang. I thought for sure it was going to be her birthday. They did say... Yeah, June 11th. 21 years, so... Yeah. 1974. But... Charles... He did mention his... Where is it? The death anniversary. Which would be 08/27. 1993. 18 years before 1993. Maybe that's the death anniversary. 1975. Oh shit, what was it? 08/27. Ah. It was 27, right? At this point, I'm just guessing dates. Yeah, that would be 08. Dang it. More clues. There's gotta be... I'm assuming that they don't just spell it out for you. You gotta, like, put a little bit of work in, right? Maybe it's just 06/11. No. Damn. Okay. Alright. We will... Yeah, okay. We will leave that for now. But, we did figure out that that was a clue. Okay. We've got a lot of different strings right now. I need to get one of those boards. You know what I mean? I need to get one of those cork boards and just set up a huge investigation thing behind me here. October 16th, 1973. Dear Miss Roberts, on behalf of Jackson and Lewis, we would like to thank you for appointing us to be Painscreek Community Hospital's medical provider. With your husband, Mr. Charles Roberts, running for mayor, some might consider this partnership to be solely for the benefit of his status. On the contrary, it also greatly benefits us as your supporting funds allow us to continue our research and assisting our elderly patients. Details of the contract will be sent over shortly. Please go through the papers, have them signed, and return to us by the end of the week. You know what? I think it could be Andrew. Like, Andrew right now is my major suspect because with the murder of Dr. Johnson, like there were some clues leading up to that in his place. You know, there was the whole thing with the hospital. I don't know. Something to think about. Something to think about. What if you've been the patient the whole time, the one on meds? Oh, maybe I'm Andrew. July 13, 1995, Dr. Henry Johnson found drowned in a vehicle at the bottom of Cherry Creek Lake. Okay. Body submerged in water for as long as 15 days. Burgundy car was found at the bottom of Cherry Creek Lake yesterday afternoon. A swimmer who chose to remain anonymous. What's with all these anonymous people? Said he was driving in the lake when he saw what appeared to be a red car glittering at the bottom of the lake. Diving in the lake. He swam towards the vehicle and was shocked to see a body in the driver's seat. He quickly called the police. 3 hours later, the vehicle was pulled out of the lake and the body was identified as Dr. Henry Johnson. Based on the police report, the body had been in the water between 10 and 15 days. Painscreek Community Hospital confirmed that Dr. Johnson last checked in on June 28, 1995. The hospital... Okay, so that would leave Andrew being off his antidepressants for at least a month, if because it said something about like you get 2 refills before May something, so it's possible if he could have been off of his medication for a month or whatever. He did mention hallucinations and everything too, so the hospital staff assumed he had left Painscreek for business purposes, which Dr. Johnson was known to do rather privately. No missing person report. A lot of stuff pointing to Andrew here, our guy Andrew. So there hasn't been a ton of mention, but they did say that they were arguing. And some things point to Scott being a little weird. And we also have Andrew's son, Daniel, who we have no idea who that is yet. Yeah, I really need one of those gigantic cork boards to just follow the strings here. Must be the Roberts family. This is the back door. Still no flower pots. Oh, that would be nice. I think there's a map in there. What does this say? Influential citizen, Vivian Roberts, the people of the state of Newland. Awards. Vivian Roberts, July 24th, 1979. These are all her trophies, apparently. What is that? Is that a note? Is that a napkin? I can't. Oh, it looks like a napkin. People have light switches all over the damn place. I can't do anything. I can't flip it on. Oh, that's weird. This seems like a weird. Oh, of course. Can't open it. Well, he was the. No, there's no key there. I'm gonna say Bernard was the butler. And I think that I found that other key. I think where he was. We still have a house entrance key, which was found in someone's locker. Second floor. Oh, do I get to keep that as the map? Haha, yes. Second floor mansion map. Nice. Then I can actually figure out where the hell I'm going. This place is a maze. A maze. Okay. Oh. Where does this lead now? Okay, let's look at the second floor. So this is Trisha's room, right? Yes. Oh, there's a note over here. Notes for Vivian's tea schedule. Tea time is 3:20 on the dot. Use the flower pattern cup for Mondays. Gold line cups are for guests. Use 1/2 cup of milk. Always leave sugar on the side. Never interrupt unless she calls for you. 3:20. Use the flower pattern cup for Mondays. Why? Why does she want the flower pattern cup? What's on there? Is that in the kitchen? Am I even gonna find it? Oh, here. Oh. Does that even matter? It might not even matter. It might not even matter in the grand scheme of things. I guess it probably doesn't. Ah. The key under the flower pot is for the church. I need to take a picture of that. I see. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about a flower pot here. Now that we have a good map of the second floor, we can actually figure out where everything is here. Another balcony. Doesn't really lead to anything, though. Nothing. Nothing. Huh. That's also locked. A sheet to count scores. That's all it says? Gotta open all these to make sure that there's no notes. Ha. Paid. Da Vinci Wine Service. Robert's Estate. Case Da Vinci's Premium Wine. Premium Wine. Premium Wine. Stainless steel bottle opener. Bottle opener. This was, when was this? October 9th, 1994. Okay. Who knows? Maybe the bottle opener. Maybe the bottle opener was the murder weapon, huh? Could be the case. Open and shut case. It was the crazy person with the bottle opener in the den. 20 years later, Painscreek still honors the lives of coal mine workers. That's what happened. Despite shock and pain, it was a tragedy that united everyone. By Jonathan Walker. 20 years ago, 6 members of this village, together with 13 others from the towns of Hillsdale and Old Creek, perished in one of the coal mine demolition programs. The coal mine belonged to the Roberts Mining Company. Vivian Roberts, who had just married into the Roberts family, started a fundraising event that raised $96,000, contributing $24,000 from her own company. A total of $120,000 was compensated to the 6 families. This is a very small sum compared to what those families lost, and no amount of money can replace their loved ones. That's what Vivian said to the press. What we can do, however, is provide them with whatever help they may need, and for those who have helped financially, the Roberts family thanks you. The words not only comforted those families, incident that would forever be remembered by the villagers of Painscreek. So 20 years ago, so 1973. March 3rd, 1973. It was Mr. Plum in the dining room with the bottle opener. Yep. Mr. Plum. Case of Da Vinci's wine. Are we supposed to just track the entire purchase? Are we auditing now? So I've seen 3 cases of wine so far. Oh, 4 cases of wine so far? Which, how many were on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cases were on here. Why was the other bottle of wine all the way out there, though? Ginger beer. That is actually interesting. The other case of wine was all the way outside. Sorry, Thomas, I must have forgot to check inventory. Apparently we are missing a case of Da Vinci's. Please don't tell Miss Roberts. Who's Thomas? No, the Da Vinci's is outside. I saw it. Balcony. Oh, there's another balcony over here. You have a beer ban? Yeah, ginger beer. Wait. Is this the flower pot that they're talking about? No. Well, if she was at this balcony, she could have totally seen them. Vivian, that is. Yeah, the box of wine is over here. Shit, where is that? It's over here. Somewhere. I don't know why it's a big deal, but yeah, I think it's over. It's over this way. Yeah, here it is. Right here. wonder why though. Like, I don't know. This mansion is huge. This is taking me forever to just like try to go through here. Yeah, that's locked. Shit. Okay. I know that we've already been upstairs, but I think we might have bypassed a couple of things. Security. Dorothy's room. But Dorothy said that she's not around anymore. Like, that she doesn't stay there anymore. Ah, dang it. I need to figure out where this key, what this key goes to. This is a house entrance key. A house entrance key. I need some water. Okay. Well, I think either one of those. We haven't been over here though. This is the attic. Locked? Gosh, dang it. All right. Now I gotta go and double check whose locker this was in. Because now that I know it's a house entrance key, like... You gotta figure that one out. It was in Bernard's. Interesting. Okay. Well, we have a lead on the church, right? We know that if we go to the church, we can get in there. So, let's head down to the church. I think that we're pretty much tapped out at this location, at least for now. A lot of interesting stuff. We found out a lot about a couple of things going on here. Wait, and we couldn't get into the tea room, I don't think, right? No, that was locked as well. Okay. Yeah, we found out a lot. Does it show where the church is on this map? Community hospital's here. Church is there. The hospital might also be a pretty big one to try to get to. We know a lot of stuff was happening there. So we have investigations kind of leading us in two ways. Let's head over to the church. Okay, so this is the way that they say that Scott was heading, right? Silver Lake Road. This is the one. Oh, also, .40 Black Pine Road. We're not on Black Pine Road. We could also head there. We could head to .40 Black Pine. Farmer's market. Stevie's barber shop. Okay. Oh, and the cemetery. We can get into the cemetery as well. There's actually quite a lot of places that we can get to there. Painscreek Trinity Church. Okay, so we're looking for a flower pot, people. Which should be right here. That is a flower pot. I guess that must not be the flower pot. Neither are those ones. Wow, why? Oh, here we go, here we go. Wow, look at that key. I don't know if that's gonna fit in there. Boom. Yes. Okay. We are in the church. I actually don't know what we expect to find in here. More creepy music, though. Well, shit. That blows my entire theory out the damn window. Church will be closed for the funeral of Andrew Reed June 19th. June 19th. He died. He was dead before Vivian's murder. Why would they not... Why would there be nothing in the house about that? Like, they just said nothing. There was like no mention at all of Andrew at all, like, except for Mary. That's a little suspect there. June 19th. Dude, he definitely killed Dr. Johnson. Okay. The body had been in the water between 10 and 15 days. So 15 days. June 13th. June 13th. June 13th is the max that he could have been in there. Right? That's 15 days. Maybe he faked his death? I don't know. I have a feeling that he killed Dr. Johnson and then set himself on fire in his house. So that's an interesting... something interesting going on there. Well, now this points me to his son Daniel. Right? And now that I know that Andrew's dead, he had a son, Daniel. So maybe the motive was... you know, there could be something there. Scott Brooks, handyman. Oliver's photography. More than 50 years of service. Known for providing fun, eye-catching, and beautifully photographed stories. Yeah, we know where this is. That leads to some more stuff back at the other place. Okay. Well, we found something right away at the church. Is that Andrew died? Here we go. Man, oh, I feel bad for whoever's picture they took here. Mansion worker Andrew Reed's charred body found in his burnt home. Body covered with third-degree burns. Around 11:25 p.m. last night, a fire broke out on 7 Black Pine Road, Painscreek. Andrew Reed, the owner of the house, was found deceased with third-degree burns from head to toe. He was seated on the couch in the living room next to the fireplace when the fire likely started. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined, but the sight of alcoholic bottles on the floor suggests that the carpet may have been soaked and helped increase whatever set the incident off. According to possible witnesses, Andrew was seen drunk last night when he was leaving Ann's Courtyard Inns and Suites. Police found bottles of empty vodka in the living room next to the fireplace. No foul play is detected at this moment. Andrew Reed, a gardener and handyman for the Roberts family for more than 2 decades, has a wife and a son. Andrew Reed, a gardener and handyman. So, that's interesting that this would be right here as well. Weird. Shit, I wonder if... Okay. Hear me out on this. Maybe... Stretch theory here. Charred body, though, could they really identify it? That's actually a really good point. That is a great point. Theory's not out. Additional theory, though. What if they hired Scott to take out Andrew? That's very stretch theory. Oh my gosh. Can actually unlock that? Nothing in their bathroom. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's a note on the fridge. Let's check this out. I will stay at the cabin tonight. I don't need dinner. Scott. So maybe he did. Maybe he actually did go down Silver Lake Boulevard and was staying at the church? Like was camping out at the church or something? Interesting. Well, my whole Andrew theory got completely blown out of the water, so... However, he still could have killed Dr. Johnson. Maybe he's unhinged. And so... I don't know. Maybe he's unhinged, drinking, no meds, and maybe they hired Scott to take him out. They are people with a lot of money, okay? We have to remember that. These are all just theories. That's right. Scott is the adopted son of the pastor. Remember? So it would make sense that he lives here. So it would also make sense that he was potentially coming back this way. Oh. There's some dates marked on the calendar. Packing day, moving out, meeting Trisha. May 3rd, 1985. May 3rd, 1985. So that would be what? 05, 03, 1985? No. 5, 3. Haha! Let's meet at our secret hideout at 5 p.m. Code changed to 8831. Their secret hideout is the shed. Oh shoot, I gotta remember that. Scott's diary. Let's break it open. Sunday, February 18th, 1990. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Mrs. Peterson. Population of Painscreek is decreasing. Old people are dying, and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in Painscreek till I am old? And will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? Thursday, April 22nd, 1990. Trisha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Monday, May 14th, 1990. Father Matthew tells me that it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what life goal I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. Saturday, May 18th, 1990. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He gets to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. Monday, May 20th, 1990. There's a secret room in the mansion. Can't believe it. I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha. Secret room. I'll bet you that's the one behind the painting. Potentially, unless there's another damn secret room. Well, that could be big. I saw a lot of stuff in that shed behind the house or behind the mansion. So nothing. This must be Father Matthew's place. Or room or office, maybe? Huh. What's he got in here? Photo of previous pastor, Father Calvin. Well, who's this, then? Okay. Court appearance. October 1995. So this would be months after her murder. Choir practice for Sunday Mass. Public baptism. Take a picture of that. Oh, hello. I return the tools back to the storage room. Storage room key. Photo of Matthew and Scott years ago. Wonder if these are AI pictures. I don't know what. Oh, this is another newspaper here. Secret room in a mansion? No way! Scott Brooks pleads not guilty to killing ex-mayor's wife. Scott Brooks, the adopted son of Father Matthew Brooks in Painscreek Trinity Church, pled not guilty in court yesterday. According to Scott, he met with Vivian in the woods that night, went home after their meeting, and did not step out of his cabin for days. When he left her, Vivian was still alive. When asked why he met with Vivian, Scott's answer was that they met to discuss about personal matters and it was only between the two of them. Scott denied further questioning, stating only that he had nothing to do with Vivian's murder, that whoever killed Vivian must have committed the crime after he had left. All right, maybe because Trisha loves Scott so much, they were gonna, I don't know, maybe they were gonna do something to him. I don't know what. And maybe Trisha took it into her own hands and killed Vivian. Possible. As to why Scott was at his cabin for days after Vivian was killed, Scott explained that he did not even know that Vivian had been murdered. Staying at the cabin is just something he has always done, that he feels at ease while at home. Scott is currently detained in the county jail. No bail has been set for his release at this point. That's it, huh? Wonder what this is. Mr. Peterson. Oh no, it's Father Calvin. Wow, what date? What could this be? I'm curious now. I don't know. Maybe 10, 12. I doubt it. Yeah, no. There's gotta be a different date around here. That doesn't seem significant enough to put something put on there. Nope, that does not work. Ah, look at that. That didn't do anything. Collection baskets. Huh. Well, we still know that there's the storage room in here somewhere. Yeah, I'm curious what these are. That seems like some crazy numbers right there. Nothing in there. Where is the... Oh, here's storage. Okay. Found it. Okay. Oh, here we go. Slim Jim. Snap into a Slim Jim. Scott's things. My things. Really? Really? Doesn't work. Damn, okay. Well, we know that Scott has a gigantic box of his stuff here. However, now that we have the Slim Jim, we can finally break back into that car. I don't know what other dates would be like significant enough. Time we got. We're coming close on a time here. We'll check out that car first. This is a very, very fun game, though. I've actually been enjoying it. I like the investigation aspects and everything of it, and like trying to figure everything out. It is definitely one of those games where I feel like I should have a notepad. If I was not streaming it, I would definitely have a notepad. But that's also kind of like a cool aspect to it as well, like for the mystery in a way. Oh, I was actually able to open that car. Will it work with like every car now? Wow, look at that. And just be a thief. That was definitely not the car, but now I should be able to break into this car too, eh? Nice. Just leaving everyone's cars unlocked. I mean, there's not really... It doesn't seem like there's actually a reason to... Oh. There is a key There's something there, though. Oh my god. The amount of detail for, like, every little thing. Like, there could be clues anywhere, man. This is crazy. The amount of detail for all this stuff. And, like, I don't even know if these lead anywhere. Same thing for this one? Yeah. Huh. Wow, that's nuts. Right, I think that the car with all the crap in it was somewhere up here. I think. But where am I right now? I just look at the map. Clover Street. Wait, what? Oh, it's right here. Ha! PI. We came across a PI stuff. The game seems pretty interesting. Yeah, it really is, actually. I came across your name through a close friend of mine. To PI Steve Moss. Steve is the person whose room we're trying to break into at the inn. But we don't know where the key is. Came across your name through a close friend of mine. She highly recommended you, saying you are a person of integrity and a very reliable investigator. So I would like for you to investigate the case, which happened in 1995 in a town called Painscreek, of the murder of Vivian Roberts. This is in 1997, so this would be 2 years after her murder. I was there when it happened. The body had been placed in front of the mansion gates for everyone to see. A few days later, Scott Brooks was apprehended as a suspect. However, there wasn't enough evidence, and he was soon released. Oh, wow, I'm surprised he was released. 18 months later, the police filed Vivian's case as unsolved. I've tried to forget everything, but I just can't. I simply want to know the truth. I have enclosed a copy of the threat letter that Vivian received the day she died. I hope it helps. For safety purposes, I would like to remain anonymous at this time. I'll give you the first payment in good faith that you will agree to my offer. When the case is solved, I'll pass you the rest of the payment. Wonder if this is Trisha. So someone is remaining anonymous. PI, private investigator, PI union license, Stephen Moss. And then what the hell happened to Stephen Moss? Like what? He left his car here. He left his. He left everything here. That's weird. Should I really be investigating this? People are just going missing? The secret lies with her. I just got an achievement called The Secret Lies with Her. This has got to be... Is this Trisha? Secret Lies with Her. Is that Trisha? I can't tell. If that's Trisha, it sure as hell doesn't look like it from this. I guess I'll just go missing as well. Yeah, pretty much. Who is this? That doesn't look like Trisha or Vivian. And now I can't get the damn thing to... secret lies with her. All right. This must be the diary for Scott, right? The investigation progress is slow. I've tried to reach people, but many of them have left Painscreek, and those who still remain are starting to move out. I found some evidence showing that things aren't what they seem. The media didn't have it right. I need to interview some people who worked at the mansion. I've been too wary and haven't reached out yet. Matthew seems to be Scott's legal parent. Still won't talk to him yet. I'll have to visit St. Patrick's orphanage tomorrow. It's a day's drive from here. I know Scott found something there. There's something not quite right with all of this. At the orphanage? Well, damn it! Now the Father Matthew is involved in this. What the hell is going on? Hold up, wait a minute. In it. What's up, William? Vivian. Okay, 1997. Vivian married Charles in 1971. 1971. That could actually be the code. That might be the code that we need. After the marriage, she became vice president of the Roberts Mining Company. Went into a slump after to the mining accident in 73, but her resilience to not give up led to her rebuilding the company from the ground up. She supported local businesses such as the Painscreek Community Hospital to revitalize the small village. Looks like she was publicly very active. Too active? Question mark. She was taken to the Painscreek Community Hospital for an emergency operation. She was taken to the Painscreek Community Hospital for an emergency operation in 1974. Trisha Roberts was born just before that. Vivian was hospitalized for a few months. She was reliant on Dr. Henry Johnson during that period. Did she maybe have a second daughter? Was that who's at the orphanage? Is that what Scott found out? Is that there's a second daughter? Maybe Dr. Johnson knew this. Vivian had him killed. I don't know. Is that a stretch? Like, maybe that's who's on that picture. Security room. There we go. I could have totally guessed that. God dang it. It's 10 o'clock, guys. Ah, that leads the investigation into a very interesting... No! There's a bloody handprint on that. Maybe that's who this is. Maybe there was another daughter. Anyways. How's it going, William? I am streaming. I've been good. Sorry for the delayed response on the chat here. Just really getting into this story, this mystery is it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I honestly enjoy this quite a bit. There's a lot of like moving pieces here. Potentially now the pastor is involved in some shadiness. something is definitely going on. I'm stuck in this car. Something is definitely going on now. They're getting the PI's information. Like, I think it's starting to link a couple of now we'll never know. Starting to link a couple of things. I might have to do a part 2 on this. Especially with how long the game is, I don't think that it would be... I think that we'd be able to finish it in 2 parts. Just at work now and seeing you was on, so I stopped by. Well, thank you for stopping by, William. I appreciate that. Yeah, lately we've been doing a lot of just indie... indie game showcases and everything. This one I'm really enjoying. Like, it's gotten me so intrigued to the point that I want to do a second part for this. There's just there's so many like pieces to put back together in this, or put together in this. Now everything is leading me back to the damn mansion. Oops. But that is probably where we'll call it. That is our time for today. Like I said, super enjoyable game. They really, like, they clearly just built it to focus on this investigation, which is awesome. They didn't throw, you know, a billion different mechanics into it and like mini games and a bunch of other stuff that you see, but it's interesting enough to just have the kind of the one gameplay mechanic with it being a walking simulator and still be interesting enough. And I think that's largely in part because of the narrative around the game. It's a really good looking game, and I do really want to come back to it because it does seem like something that needs its second part, because personally I just really want to continue this. How late did you show up? Typically this is around the time that I end the stream. Sometimes a little bit earlier. But yeah, I mean, I really would like to do a second part to this. If you're interested, William, feel free to go back after the stream is done and take a look. Honestly, the story of this has intrigued me quite a lot. I would love to get, like, it feels like something where I need like a big cork board to just like put the pieces together. Really interesting, and there's a lot of stuff going on. Some of my early stuff around them, you know, having money, and so them just doing whatever they want is seemingly there's a little bit of conspiracy, like cover-up type of stuff going on. I feel, at least that's what I'm leaning towards. But then again, every time I get a new piece of evidence, I completely change my theory. So, but yeah, that is probably where we'll call it. Thank you for everyone, or to everyone, for kind of joining, hanging out today. Really appreciate it, Nick, Eric, if you guys are still here. Well, I know Nick, you're probably still here, but. Thank you guys for just kind of being it the whole time, hanging out, helping me actually uncover some of the mystery. William joined a little bit late, but I still appreciate you swinging on through. Recommend going back and checking out the rest of the stream if you can, just so that you're kind of caught up on the mystery of it. And yeah, that will probably be it for tonight. Thanks again, everyone. And this is Slackspot Gaming signing out. We'll see you next time.